Testing one. Here we are. CME gapping down $5. Travel Zoo gapping down. These are all earnings. The Bull, the TQQ gapping down. BMC Software. So this is the gap down. And this is on the gap open down on the Nasdaq comp. On the other hand, let's take a look at the gap up list. On the other hand, on the gap up list, we got SFLY, $5.7. Green Mountain Coffee, heavily shorted. OTEX, 4.25 gap. NETL, nice gap. All related for the most part on the earnings and whatnot. And this is the gap open on the Nasdaq comp. So basically, the stocks that we have here, Ross Stores. We've had a mixed retail bag this morning, MMTs. So we've had that come out. We had the initial claims come out as well. And they were down. The retail has been selling off over the last couple of weeks going into these numbers for January that we just got. So it was pretty much already priced in as far as I'm concerned, as far as that goes. There are some other major things going on around town. We're going to take a look at the NYSE here next. On the big board, NYSE, we have AMP down 348. So some of these are earnings related here on the big board. So you've got quite a little bit of a haircut. Not like it was on Tuesday. But here is that gap down list, and it seems to be going. Most of the gap down list in here is earnings related. CVS came out with earnings this morning. Merck is down. The Giant. Some of these other ones, that AMP is down. Let's take a look at the reversal side and see what the gap open is on the big board. Here we go. CPF. $26.54 gap. BJ Wholesale up. EL up. So we do have some gaps here. You got Yum Brands. You got JCPenney's that came out. GlaxoSmithKline up $1.10. Something going on there. Kohl's. So a lot of this limited brands and things. FedEx is still hopping and whatnot. So these are the bigger ones. CPF, we're going to find out what that news is on that one there. HAR up $2. So basically, as we move toward its time right now is 5:54 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today's date is 2/3 of 2011. Now, the markets are overbought, and this is a pre-market analysis. So basically, we were flat yesterday morning, which is fine. We didn't cave in. But then we didn't have a big follow-through the following day. And pre-market on 2-2 analysis was that we would have lighter volume and consolidate the previous day's move, where the broad-based buying came in on the 1st of the month. That was 2 days ago. Today is 2/3/2011. So there is the big board right there, and basically what we're going to be looking at is how things consolidate today. One of the things is we got the unemployment number coming out tomorrow. The key focus would be, now that the earnings are winding down, do the bulls want to get ahead of tomorrow's number? That's the key. There'll be some who do, and there'll be some who don't. And with the bad weather so far in the winter season around the country, things have kind of slowed a little bit. So basically, on some of these numbers that are going to come in, there was some disruptions as far as the workforce goes. Once again, MMTs, it's been a pleasure in the pre-market analysis. There's lots of things going on around the world. There's lots of things to watch for. The markets are getting tired. Once again, the senior MMTs are ready to whack it. CME is, we're all over that. We're going to take a look and see if it can hold that 305.7 support. Right now, I got a bid of 309.02 by 309.94. That closing price was only 7,500 shares. It's 35.14. Just remember, they missed their earnings. And you got some of the retail, you got most of this gap up in here outside of Glaxo. But for the most part, you got Yum Brands, you got BJ Wholesale, you got some of these retailers in here, okay? And all the emerging markets are down. Inflation is going to be a problem. The bull is going to need a good number out of tomorrow. Lighter volume. We need to stay elevated in price action. Otherwise, we can spiral right down. I think that we're going to have a good correction coming. We need a good correction, and that correction on the low end on first pass is 4%, respectively. After that will be 7%. If they cut that, then you'll hit that 10%. And generally, bull rallies need bear movement to create buying opportunity to see where that bull is. He stepped up on 2-1, but guess what? Is he stepping up again or not? Most of the earnings season is behind us, MMTs. So it's going to take a catalyst of other news to get this thing pumping and humping again. And that's what we're going to be looking at, is where the weakness and the strength is. So basically in the platform, stocks that have made their breakouts, but when they pull back, the pullback price has to be diminished. Diminishing pullback means narrower price pullback. Diminish means less than you would normally get, and then you would bounce and kind of like go higher up on light volume. They can also drop these bids down today, and we're going to see through the midpoint of the day, does the bull want to get ahead of that monthly unemployment number tomorrow?